is Event Decor 101 with iHeart's Black Business, and today we're draping an 8-foot-long rectangular banquet table. Let's begin with our tablecloths. First, we have an 8-foot-long Spandex tablecloth. This will cover the entire table, and it has feet on each corner so that you can tuck the leg of the table inside of those pockets. This way, if you move the table around, the spandex will not rise up or lose its footing. You will often find these spandex coverings at trade show booths and other conventions. These are great to use outdoors because you don't have to worry about any wind blowing your material around. Next, we have a spandex topper. This is also called a cap. The cap adds another pop of color and layer to your table draping. You can find these at many different types of events, social and corporate events. You can use these on bare tables, and you can also use them on spandex covered tables. Even if you have regular draping, a polyester or a satin tablecloth, you can also use caps to cover the tops of those tables as well. These are very low maintenance, very easy to clean. You don't have to worry about ironing and steaming them as often as you do other drapings because the spandex is just that easy to maintain. Next, we have a 90 by 156 inch tablecloth. This is the standard size for event professionals and the only size that will cover the entire length of the table on all four sides. Next, we have a 60 by 126 inch tablecloth. This tablecloth will cover exactly half of the table on all four sides. These are the only tablecloth sizes that will evenly cover an 8-foot rectangular banquet table. Now that we've covered our tablecloths, let's add some table runners. Our first table runner is 13 by 120 inches in length. This is the most appropriate size table runner for an 8-foot-long banquet table, as it will give you a 12-inch drop off both sides of your table. Next, we have a 13 by 108 inch table runner. This is the shortest table runner that will cover the entire span of an 8-foot rectangular table. Another way to drape your 8-foot rectangular banquet table is to use an overlay. The first overlay that we're going to use in this video is 90 inches. This 90-inch overlay will cover majority of the top of your table, and it will also drape all the way down to the floor without puddling. This is an 85 by 85 inch square overlay. This will also cover majority of the top of your table while also giving a minor puddling effect in the front. The next size overlay we have is 72 by 72 inches. This overlay will allow more of your tablecloth to show on the top of your table. You will also be able to see most of your tablecloth off the sides of your table from the front. The overlay will still reach all the way down to the ground and also provide minor puddling. The final overlay that we will discuss in this video is the 54 by 54 inch square overlay. This overlay is quite small for this table size. However, that does mean that it will allow your tablecloth to show on the top and the sides of your table. The overlay also does not reach all the way down to the ground, so that you will be able to see majority of your tablecloth from the front of your table as well. This is perfect if you have opaque tablecloths so that you can see whatever is underneath your overlay. Let's go over everything we've covered in this video. We are draping an 8-foot rectangular banquet table, and we began with tablecloths. The first tablecloth was spandex. It is very easy to maintain, and it is the recommended material to use for outdoor events. We then covered it with an 8-foot-long topper, a cap that is also made out of the same spandex material. This will allow you to add another layer of color to your designs. Next, we use a 90 by 156 inch long rectangular table. This is the recommended standard size for event professionals and the only size that will completely cover the table without puddling on the floor. And finally, we use a 60 by 126 inch tablecloth. This will cover exactly half of the table on all four sides. Next, we discuss table runners. There are 2 table runner sizes that are recommended for this size table. The first is a 13 by 120 inch table runner. This is the recommended size, and it will give you a 12-inch drop off both sides of your table. We also use a 13 by 108 inch table runner. This is very short for this size of a table. However, it does still cover the span of the length. And finally, we discussed overlays. There are 4 sizes of overlays that we covered in this video. The first is 90 inches. The 90-inch overlay will completely cover the top of your table. You will not be able to see your tablecloth underneath, which is perfectly fine if you're using something that is transparent, like a lace overlay. This would be perfect because it will completely cover the top and the sides of your table. However, it will puddle onto the floor. The next size we used was 85 inches. This covers the majority of the top of your table, although you will be able to see the corners of your tablecloth. This will also puddle onto the floor. And next, we use a 72 by 72 inch overlay. This will allow you to see more of your tablecloth on the top, and it will still cover majority of the front of your table. However, there will be a minor puddling effect. You can always just tuck the tip of that tablecloth underneath so that you won't see any puddling onto the floor. And finally, we use a 54 by 54 inch overlay. This overlay is the smallest size that you can use. It will allow you to see majority of your tablecloth off the top and the front of your table. This overlay will not reach all the way down to the floor, which is great if you're using an opaque overlay, something that you won't be able to see through. That way you can see the design of your tablecloth and the design of your overlay without it dropping and covering completely to the floor. If you have any other questions or comments about how to cover an 8-foot rectangular banquet table, or if there's any other topics that you would like us to discuss in our series, make sure you drop a comment down below. Share this video with your network, give it a thumbs up if you found it informational, and please subscribe to our channel to find out more videos in this series. Thank you for watching Event Decor 101 with iHeart's Black Business.